For the first time since the recent India-Pakistan tension, a crisis which lasted almost 10 days, I am joined from London by former President of Pakistan, Musharraf. Thank you very much, General Musharraf, for joining us from London. Always a pleasure to talk to you, sir.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you very much.
You must have been noticing what has been going on between India and Pakistan. The relations have been on the boil, General Musharraf, since the beheading of the Indian soldier inside Indian territory. You have been President of Pakistan and also its army chief. Do you think, General Musharraf, that it was a mistake for the Pakistanis to have escalated matters on the border and then continued to play hardball diplomatically?
Well, frankly, I don't know the facts, but whoever is doing it, this situation is terrible, and escalating on the line of control, where we've had a very peaceful line of control at this time, should be totally unacceptable to both the governments. So I really don't know the reality. I mean, there are accusations from the Indian side, which I do hear, yes. But there are clarifications and counter-accusations from the Pakistani side. So I don't know the reality on ground. All that I would like to say is peace must prevail and this must stop. No sane person would think that this escalation is in anyone's interest.
If that is the case, don't you find it completely surprising, General Musharraf, that an aggressive Pakistan has violated the ceasefire 117 times in 2012. How responsible is that, General Musharraf, in your view?
Again, now, this is what you are saying. I mean, I don't know the reality, I don't know the facts. I can't imagine that Pakistan has done this. If they have done it, yes, this is absolutely wrong. But there is a big if. What you are saying, if I was to go by what Indians are saying, or what your side is saying, well, that is terrible. But Pakistan, I don't know who could be wanting to escalate. I mean, Pakistan army is already involved all over Pakistan on the western border. I don't think the army, any leadership in the army would like to involve Pakistan army more and escalate on the line of control. So I don't accept this argument. It doesn't stand to logic.
Are you saying that any escalation, and General Musharraf, let me tell you, we have such detailed information, and none of this information has actually been factually contradicted by the Pakistanis, either the government or the army, not been factually contradicted. Are you saying, as the former President of Pakistan, that it is not in the interests of the Pakistan government or the Pakistan army to escalate matters at all with India?
Absolutely, I am saying that. Now, if there has not been any response from the Pakistan side, I am surprised and shocked. But however, I know for certain that it is not in the interest of the army or the government of Pakistan. But having said that, you haven't mentioned, did you mention the allegation of beheading of an Indian soldier? As far as that is concerned, let me say, if anyone has done it, if anyone has beheaded a soldier and sent a headless body, is the most terrible, wild act, inexcusable act. But I also believe, knowing Pakistan army, anyone who does that will be court-martialed. He will be punished more strongly. So I don't understand how such an occurrence took place. I don't know what is the evidence available. Because on the line of control, when firing takes place, the entire line of control is bunkered, and there are trenches. They are not crawl trenches, they are walking trenches all along the line of control. So what has been happening in the past when we used to exchange fire was with snipers at long distances of 500, 600 yards, firing at each other and killing each other whenever an opportunity arose.
So, but
now I can't imagine how this body got into the hands of the Pakistanis.
No,
was this soldier across
because the Pakistanis crossed the LOC? No, General Musharraf, it's simply because the Pakistanis violated the ceasefire and crossed into the line of control.
How?
Well into the Indian territory.
No, I would like
in the Mendhar sector of Jammu and Kashmir.
No. Please understand, I don't know the facts, let me admit first of all, but I am working only on logic, and I am working on understanding what the Pakistani army does.
Yes.
I can't imagine that some soldiers went across the line of control.
Yes.
Killed an Indian soldier.
Yes.
Beheaded him and took his head away and left the body. I just can't imagine any soldier doing this. He should be, if anyone has done it, the strongest punishment should be given to him.
Sir, let me remind you, because you're saying you were President of Pakistan in February 2000. And let me remind you, General Musharraf, this man called Ilyas Kashmiri, who was a dreaded terrorist commander, recently killed in an American drone attack. Now, there were reports then, and I'm talking about February 27, 2000, when you were the President of Pakistan, that an Indian sepoy was beheaded and his severed head was taken back into Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Pakistani media, at that point of time, General Musharraf had reported that Ilyas Kashmiri paraded the head before senior generals, and in fact that he was felicitated and rewarded with 1 lakh rupees for bringing back the head of an Indian soldier. This was all over the Pakistani media in February 2000 when you were the President of Pakistan.
Let me tell you, this is most ridiculous. I totally reject it as malicious, anyone who is saying this.
This was the Pakistani media.
Not done. We are not that stupid. Nobody is that stupid. If Pakistani media said it, well, they have said a wrong thing. They are lying. That is what I can say. Nobody is that stupid here that somebody brings a head and you reward him with 1 lakh rupees. Please don't portray us like mad people. We are not mad people.
This was reported in the Pakistani media. General Musharraf, Pakistan always...
If anyone has done that, he is telling lies. I am 100% sure.
Well, according to the media, Ilyas Kashmiri led the guerrilla attack on the Indian post with 25 fighters, vastly outnumbering the Indians, and returned with the head of an Indian, which he presented to top army officials. Now, you may call it mad, but this is what was reported at that time. I have no reason to make it up.
Well,
General Musharraf,
I have Ilyas Kashmiri or anyone is not the Pakistan army, and
that's
we are not. They are Mujahideen groups. Who are working independently. They have public support, some of them, and that is what happens. But if anyone says that he brought back a head and then he was presented 1 lakh rupees by whom? By the army and the government? This is ridiculous. I don't believe it. This is absolutely wrong.
I would repeat again, this was reported extensively in the Pakistan media. My question to you, General Musharraf, is on a broader issue. You know, this, as expected in this case, Pakistan has denied any role in the death and the beheading of our soldier. And India is tired of these denials and deniability which have become part of the standard policy framework of every Pakistani government in power, with all respect, General Musharraf, including your own. You know, you spoke about Mujahideen. When you spoke in an interview in 2003, you said, and I have your quote, you said Kargil was a decision taken by the Mujahideen and we got involved because of the action by the Indian troops. You said that. Am I wrong? You said that.
Yes, that is right.
If that is the case...
That is right, I said that.
If that is the case... I maintain
it. Because Mujahideen were there. These Mujahideens are already... because of the freedom struggle in Kashmir, I mean, you're not going into the root causes of the problem.
I'll go.
I have always been saying, please go into the root cause. Address the root cause, and all these, you'll pull the carpet from under the rug from under their feet. These Mujahideen groups have public sympathy in Pakistan.
So you are saying...
we must understand what is happening.
No.
I mean, you've got extremists in India.
So
those who don't allow our cricket team to play.
So at what stage...
Those who want to kick out our hockey players.
Sir...
Isn't this a very extremist view?
Sir, you say it was a decision taken by the Mujahideen. Now we know that the names of Pakistanis who died in Kargil is tucked away in a list of thousands of personnel killed while on duty, posted in the Shuhada's corner of the Pakistani Army website. The very first page of that includes the names of Captain Karnal Sher and Havildar Lalak Jan, both killed on duty on 7 July 1999 and awarded Pakistan's highest military award, the Nishan-e-Haidar. You see, you must, General Musharraf, there is an absence of consistency when you talk about Mujahideen. At the same time...
What consistency are you talking of? Listen, I've written a book and explained everything. The whole Kargil episode started with the Mujahideen. But do you know that your 2 aircrafts came into Pakistan and bombed us, and then they were shot down? Do you know that? Do you remember that? Now that was before the Kargil conflagration. That was because in taking action against the Mujahideen, the 2 jets came across into Pakistan.
Why did you make the admission in 2003? Why did you make the admission in 2003?
That is how...
Why did you make the admission in 2003?
That is how... Hold on. Hold on. Now, when I'm talking, please don't interfere. Please don't interrupt when I'm talking. Now, that is what happened. And that led to the involvement of second-line forces. The army was not there. It is the second-line force, the NLI. NLI is now a part of the army. Previously, it was a second-line force, like the Rangers, like the Frontier Corps.
Sir, I am sorry.
So they were the ones who were involved. And Lalak Jan belongs to that force, to the NLI.
Sir, let me tell you...
And so was Karnal Singh.
Sir, let me tell you, General Musharraf.
Yes.
There is one thing with General Musharraf you will understand. That facts cannot be questioned. Now, I will present 2 facts to you to contradict you on this, and I want to know from you what your answer is to that. Foreign Minister was Sartaj Aziz, if I'm not mistaken. And since we are talking Kargil and we are settling this issue of Mujahideen versus forces...
Listen now.
Sartaj Aziz said...
I want to set the record. First of all, this interview is not on Kargil. If you want to talk on Kargil, I want to talk of East Pakistan first. What your army...
Sir, I have one question on to settle the Kargil issue.
And how Indira Gandhi promoted Manik Shah as Field Marshal. And how she said that her greatest achievement is to disprove the two-nation theory.
General Musharraf,
from there. So stop discussing Kargil.
General Musharraf,
we are going to discuss that. Then we come to Siachen.
No, one question on Kargil.
No, so no more questions on Kargil.
One question on Kargil.
Pakistan. We'll talk of East Pakistan.
Can I have one question on Kargil?
Otherwise, cut it out.
One question? Will you allow me?
No, nothing more. We've discussed enough. No, I don't answer any question on Kargil. Because what I see about you Indians is the problem that you will call us rogues, but what the roguish acts that you do, you don't want to discuss it. Now cut that out. I don't take that.
General Musharraf, in November 2010, I'm not talking about Kargil, but I'm moving to 2010 now. Okay. Though I had a question on Kargil, you have not allowed me. I placed my objection to you, not allowing me on record, and we move on.
When I was in Delhi just now on Hindustan Times invitation, there I said, if you keep getting bogged down in history, you can never move forward.
Yes.
There is a problem with India, sir, that you create hysteria.
Sir,
you create hysteria in the politicians, the media.
General Musharraf,
such a hysteria, even on this issue of the line of control violations,
General
you are creating hysteria.
General Musharraf, I object to that.
Don't do that.
General Musharraf, with all respect to you, we are a lot of nationalistic Indians who object.